Hello, hello, hello everyone, welcome to the stream. It is the Chinese Cybernetic Human Cowboy here, RainbowUnicornPhoenix. Started a new intro today. I needed to work out the timing a little bit better on that one. But yeah, welcome in. We're going to be doing some Shining Pearl, Shining Professor Oak Challenge. We're still on the Spicy Monkey, still on the Chimchow. So yeah, we're going to be doing that for a little bit, then we'll take a quick dinner break. I'll need to go cook dinner, get it ready. Then we'll swap over to Power World with the Micro Gobbo. Hope everyone is having a fantastic morning, afternoon, evening, night, though, depending on where you are in the world. Good timing for the end of that. Let us put the lo-fi game music on. Also, welcome in, Carter. Hope you're doing well. We are going to swap over to the local recording. I'm going to mute the capture, so that way you guys can enjoy the lo-fi instead of just having both the lo-fi and the game audio. I'll have the game audio on my side just so I can hear it. Help me make sure that I hear the shiny sound if I do hear it. But we're just going to hang out and chill for about an hour or so. Maybe a bit less. We'll see how long we get to. When we get to 3,900 attempts, then I'll be happy. I hope everyone's having a good day, whether it be the Sunday, getting ready for work, the Monday after work, the Monday during or before work. Hope you're having a fantastic time. It was a very, very busy day. I got to work at 7:30 this morning. I blinked, it was 11. I blinked, it was 3:30. I was just flat out. If you ask me what I did today, I will not be able to tell you. I did a lot, I just won't be able to tell you what I did. I was just running around constantly, so. Come on, spicy monkey. I'm not a spicy monkey. Speaking of Heaven's Sword, Shrine, I will get back to 14 eventually. We're just obviously just enjoying Power World with the new update. But we will get back to 14 eventually. The reason why I'm also just doing this and then doing the collab later is that later on in the week I will be absolutely doing 16 practice. I've got 2 attempts on this weekend that I need to do for the relay that's coming up. Hey, Slow, welcome in. Feel free to lurk. Hopefully you're streaming. How's your streaming testing going? Hopefully that was going okay. everyone just nice and relaxing sort of first part of the stream. Actually, the second part of the stream should be nice and relaxing too as we do some Power World, but still. Come on, spicy monkey. Spicy monkey, spicy. Yeah, I think just with OBS and certain games, it just takes quite a bit together, especially on a laptop. Laptops have a tough time running GPU, CPU, and RAM compared to PCs. Normally, PCs have the GPU separate, whereas laptops sometimes use GPU, CPU, and RAM together, and therefore it can create some issues. It's all coming into the same motherboard. Normally on laptops, you normally don't have like a separate graphics card which is running a GPU separately. Which is why, like, again, like, capture cards work really well with laptops because the capture card's doing most of the encoding, not your PC. That's right, we'll make it work. Don't stress too much. You're still able to stream, you're still able to enjoy some capture cards, you're still able to game on your PC. It was just a darker shade of orange and I just had to question for a second there. Why were you in a panic? Seeing that. fair enough. Yeah. Comfort with the duck plushies. Wait, wait. Nothing wrong with getting comfort with plushies. Oh, speaking of duckies, the yearly 24-hour marathon's coming up. We will be ending it with Placid Plastic Duck Simulator, as always. Thank everyone that's donated for the charity. I will have the schedule out at the end of this week. I have an idea for the schedule. It is an Oops All Speedruns event. So games that I have previously speedrun, games I know how to speedrun. So it's going to be an RPG heavy one with a couple of other random games mixed in, like Leave It Alone mixed in. The only thing that I won't be running on the 24-hour marathon is 16, because literally the day beforehand I'll be doing the story race for Final Fantasy Relay. So I feel like that will be a little bit of an overkill on my own side as well, doing 16 and straight afterwards. So we will have 15 Pokemon Sword Shield, Pokemon Red and Blue, Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu, Super Mario Odyssey, Leave It Alone, one of the other games I know to speed on, Spyro Enter the Dragonfly, we might add some degen stuff in. Maybe we can also do a degen one-shot as well. Ooh, hells yeah. I actually might do, if the degens are available for the first part of the 24-hour marathon, is we do the degen one-shot, D&D one-shot. Because that's going to be a fun, like, 4 or 5 hours. Are you doing emulator? I'm assuming so. The other thing you need to check is certain speedrunners, like if you want to post like a time on speedrun.com, not saying that you need to, but if you are posting times on speedrun.com, make sure that emulator is allowed. Certain communities are very anti-emulator for speedruns, which I've never understood. So long as you have like a set emulator protocol, yeah, that's fair enough. A lot of the older games, emulators are becoming more and more allowed because, again, vintage games running on original hardware is just too expensive nowadays to buy. And again, the whole point of speedrunning is not to make it a selective group. It is to have people that are enjoying the game or love the game to participate in it as well. So The other thing that I would also check as well is if you're having lag issues, is double check that you're using the same emulator that they allow for speedruns. Because the reason why is sometimes people do have lag issues. So they normally set a specific emulator that's allowed in the settings that are allowed that also normally helps you run it consistently. So you can put the best time forward as well. So a good example is Pokemon Red and Blue running on emulator. There's one specific emulator which is not one of the top 3 emulators. It's actually like the 6th or 7th most popular one. But the reason why is because that emulator is the most consistent to run. Compared to, there's no chance you accidentally speed boosting or glitching or speed text skipping or anything of that nature. Yeah. No, it should do. That's the big thing, by the way, is running on actual hardware normally is better than running on emulation. Emulation normally does cost you seconds. The CD's not damaged in any way, is it? Hey, my good friend Zero's playing Mario Kart World. I love him. Okay. You running it on PS3? Yeah, try it on PS3. Might need to address that, but like in the interim, like emulator's still okay. Just you need to work on your emulator settings then. Yeah, emulator settings, like emulator's still okay. Just got to work on the settings because you can modify the graphics settings as well. Graphics, CPU, and frame rate settings. You can use that to actually emulate proper like console output. So if it's yeah. PS3 version of Deadlock, yeah, I'd go PS3 because I don't think it's the faster one, obviously, but it's a good starting point. It's like Kingdom Hearts 2 you never run on PlayStation 3. The 1.5, 2.5 edition on PS3 over the 80%, which has a world record now of like 2 hours 40. The PS3 world record is 3 hours 10 minutes. You lose 30 minutes due to loading and lag. But at least it gets you some way to deal with it. Yeah. But yeah, for the 24-hour marathon, we'll probably do the one shot for the DGen crew. I'll make sure that's all set up and ready to go. We'll probably kick off the event with that. Because I'm looking at start at 12 noon my time, which should be on the Sunday. Means that it should be like Saturday, like 9 a.m. for most of you in most of the other DGens. Sorry about that. Yeah. No, actually, it'd be later. It'd be like 12, like noon Saturday. No, like 3 p.m. Saturday. Something like that. That way, like, you guys have a chance to enjoy on the weekend as well. I might put a poll in with the Gobbo's permission, of course. Yeah, so it'll just be a simple one-shot. Get everyone's characters ready, run through the system with everyone before we go live. It'll be fun. And then, yeah, the rest will be speedrunning. It'll be a lot of fun. Make a second safety save to see whether or not this might manipulate the RNG enough. You're no spicy monkey. We need a spicy monkey. It's a good, like I said, we're planning it out in advance, so if it's not the first thing we do, it might be one of the last things we do. Because again, it's going from Sunday to Monday. I just know that Shrine might not be available if we do it Monday because of work, obviously, but same with Sean, but definitely not a spicy one. Regular one. No, I don't want to see a shiny birdie. If it does happening, you're gifting 25 subs to my channel. You said you accept punishment. That's the punishment. $125 fine for wishing upon a shiny Starly. You sound like that. That's a bad thing. No, you're a switch, but you can bottom for 25 people. I'm not saying that you're not a bottom, I'm just saying that you're allowed to bottom for 25 people when you're a switch. I firmly believe that everyone has trigger phrases. Ooh, very nice. What games did you get them in? Yeah, okay. I had a feeling it was going to be racing games. You speedy cat girl, you. See? What did I say about everyone having trigger phrases? Oh, you can say it. It's fine. Blood rushing to the southern brain instead of the northern brain, as that's what's happening. The wrong head is getting the blood. I mean, with Booba like you're trying to get, I can understand that. Hey, welcome in, Kay. Oh, spicy man. Persona trophies, especially the platinum ones, are hard. That's why I'm not a full 100% trophy, like a platinum trophy hunter, but I'm a 100% game completionist. Because sometimes platinum trophies just, the stuff they ask you to do is just insane compared to 100% in the game. Yeah, doing well. Hope you're doing well. Also, I still love that slide that you have, Eos's emotes. Is that a fart emote, Kate? Uber. yeah, I like the cheek. As I said, I've always wanted to do a cheeky one as well, when I have enough emote slots. Yeah, just do like a busting out one with just like a bonk that comes out. It's very hard to bonk at someone with boober as an emote without being flagged. But if you have it busting out of the chest busting out and then a bonk coming out, then it works. It just gets bonked by it. Just gets bonked by it bursting out. Fair enough. Interesting. What place is that? I'll check to see if the gobbo is ready shortly, because we are approaching 7:30. I do need to cook dinner. That way we're ready for an 8 o'clock Power Word start. So we'll do these last 6 attempts. And then I'll check on the gobbo. We'll go on BRB. I'll quickly cook dinner. And then yeah. We'll be back for more Power Word. Those on the YouTube side, I will end stream, swap over to Power World, and then restart stream with Power World. What do you mean they like to eat desks? Like, physically eat them? Ah, fair enough. I was not expecting Cascaraffa of all things to turn up today. Interesting. Sly, that was very, very close to being a shiny, and you almost owed me 25 gift subs. The only reason why, though, is that the lighting changed. I mean, don't put into chat that, you know, you wanted a shiny birdie, and then you accept any punishment if it happens. Your punishment is 25 gift subs if it happens before I end the stream. For at least the shiny hunting. I'm not going to follow that up because I'm pretty sure that's insulting if I said something I was going to say. Regular. Right, just gotta survive 4 more. Right. Obviously, it's null and void if I get the shiny monkey. If I get the shiny monkey, then yeah, all other shinies are off the table. It's gonna happen now. You've just jinxed it, Sly. You have just jinxed it. I'll get Danhausen to do a cameo to curse you. Attempts. I love Danhausen. Danhausen is one of the best things going for WWE at the moment. I mean, as much as I will have to, as much as I love CM Punk, him having the belt off Sami Zayn was a bit, yeah. I know that the company doesn't think of Sami Zayn as like a major player, but like, at least give him some time with the belt. Gave fucking Damian Priest 3.5 months with it. Damian Priest, no offense, is not a fucking top star. Sami Zayn can be a top star. Give him a fucking decent heel run with the belt, he will be brilliant. But we have to apparently trust the system. Oh, good old pockets. Yeah, I can see, like, yeah, it does work that way. Because he could be a really, really good, but that's I think that the problem though, and I love Orange Cassidy, I think the gimmick's pretty cool. But that's the downside, is that his gimmick undersells how good of a fucking wrestler he is. That's the fucking problem. He's handicapping himself intentionally for the sake of a gimmick. Which I think is the reason why people like Jim Cornette are frustrated with him, because it's like, he could be brilliant. He's got athleticism, he's got the build, he's got the look, he has decent fucking promo skills beside the whole like nonchalant fucking whatever kind of like mode. Just the fact is that he's just so nonchalant in the ring, it makes it so seamless. I understand it's part of his gimmick, it just proves how good of a wrestler he is. And if he actually had somewhat of a more, I won't even say universal, but just more that actually even accentuates his own ability even more than it currently does, he would be an outstanding fucking superstar and wrestler. I get the gimmick's cool, and it's funny when he sits there and he just like picks at their shins, and he can shoulder charge and kip up without using his arms. Proves he's got tremendous ability and tremendous skill. It reminds me actually of like, he could be like a Shawn Michaels. He's got the look, the body, the build, the skill, the ability, the charisma to be like a next Shawn Michaels. But he's going down a gimmick which is hindering most of his great talents. Because he's going gimmick over ability. And it's a fine line. It's a very, very fine line. Again, Danhausen, and this is the reason why like Danhausen works. Danhausen is a good wrestler. He is not on the level of like a top wrestler. So the gimmick works extremely well for him because it's hiding some of his wrestling imperfections. And he can play into the comedy really well. That's his big strength, is comedy and comedy wrestling. Fantastic, absolutely love that. Orange Cassidy has the ability to be the next Shawn Michaels, but is choosing behind a gimmick that borderlines on joke, comedic, and apathetic. And it's like, you can do better, buddy. Alright, that's the last attempt we can do. I need to make sure the gob is all okay. AJ Styles was forced to retire, Edge was forced to retire but came back, Daniel Bryan was forced to retire but came back, John Cena wrestled until his mid-40s, also wrestling a more aggressive style than Orange Cassidy. This is the thing that I think always... I'm just going to chatting for this. I am somewhat passionate about wrestling. I understand it's a skilled approach, but that is also why people say The Miz, for instance, plays scared. The Miz has only ever been injured once in his 20-plus year career. And a lot of people call him a coward for doing it. But The Miz is actually a fairly good wrestler. Wasn't when he started. Let's take The Miz as a good example here. The Miz, charismatic as hell, did not have the in-ring skill and abilities that Orange Cassidy had. The Miz, playing safe, will never be considered a great wrestler because he played it safe. all said and done, Orange Cassidy has been on the tour for like what, already 12 years of his career? Playing it safe with this gimmick. His gimmick is playing it safe. You're never going to hit stardom with it. In order to hit the highest ranks, you're going to have to take risks with your body. Not saying that you have to completely destroy your body doing things, not doing the insane things that people in the past have done. Good example is Jeff and Matt Hardy, for instance, going too over the top. Edge taking too many risks. His career could have been a lot better if he didn't do that. No, my tail. No. No. Mention. No. Ow. Oh, that came out. Fuck this. The Marbury guy? Yeah. Like, the reason why I respect people like Daniel Bryan is they never played it safe. If you look at Daniel Bryan's illustrious career, he never went to the heights that he could have and should have gone into, but he never played it safe. Creatively, he did, but in the ring, he never played it safe. I think, and this is the big difference, is that creatively, Daniel Bryan always played it safe. Daniel Bryan was always the person that goes, yep, whatever you want me to do in the ring, I'll do in the ring. Never, I won't make decisions for my own character. I'll let everyone else, I'll let everyone else make decisions, but I'm going to put my heart and soul in the ring every single time. Still had a very good career doing it. Darby Allin, with his gimmick, is intentionally leaving things in the ring. That's the thing that upsets me the most. With not Darby Allin, sorry, Orange Cassidy. Orange Cassidy's gimmick is, I don't have to show effort. I don't have to do this. And, to be fair, he leaves a lot in the tank for a lot of his matches. Which is okay. It's okay for the gimmick, but then when are we ever going to take Orange Cassidy seriously is when he starts throwing a punch. And you'll have that immediate shock factor. Oh my god, Orange Cassidy threw a punch. Oh my god, he's actually using his arms. It's an offensive. But that will wear off really, really quickly. It's a instant it's an instant payoff that will have an immediate shock factor without an everlasting. That's the problem with the gimmick. Unless you have this full psychological snap which turns him away from that gimmick into a new gimmick, I'll let him play it out. If he doesn't swap gimmicks, then this whole thing is cautious, playing it very safe, going for a once-off pop when he finally uses his arms. Because, no offense, like, until he starts building the extra arsenal around what he does, like, and then again, this was also proving, like, he's very talented. The things that he can do without using his arms. That's why, like, hands and pockets, I can do all this stuff without moving my arms or without using my arms or my hands. Brilliant, yeah. And inventive. It's a brilliant thing. And it's like, all of a sudden, if I start using my arms, then I'm getting serious. But he doesn't. You kind of have to, though. You have to put your body on the line to showcase stuff. Now, I would say the three... Actually, no, Will Ospreay, I can kind of get that. Ricochet, I'm on edge about. The Young Bucks, I do have a bit of an issue with. Everyone else, I completely understand. And yes, 100% agree. The Young Bucks... How do I say this politely? Talented individuals. Extremely talented. could not write a wrestling match in the ring if their lives fucking depended on it. If I was going to ask everyone else in that sort of group to write a wrestling match in ring, they could. The Young Bucks are fucking useless. They are good at being, yep, exactly, spot monkeys. That's it. They are spot monkeys. They could not actually write a proper, in-your-face, die-hard, this is do or die, get everyone on the edge of their seats emotively in their match. Everyone will praise their ability, but when have you ever walked away from a Young Bucks match going, oh my god, that was like, I felt something in that match. You're just going, yay, they did a whole bunch of stuff. Will Ospreay in New Japan Pro Wrestling has that psychology. Because again, New Japan Pro Wrestling is pretty fucking good at that. Ricochet is straying away from it recently because of the AEW influence, but he still can build a really, really good match if he wanted to. He's just going for the fucking 5-star rating, like the Young Bucks always fucking do. I mean, and that's the reason why, that's the other reason why, no offense, I'm not a fan of fucking Dave Meltzer. I'm never going to be a fan of Meltzer. I think he is an archaic dinosaur that people cling to for a source of resource and information and guidance and expertise in an industry that has long since passed away. And the Young Bucks are still finishing with a move they call the Meltzer driver so they can get his fucking attention. Rush absolutely understands it. Seth Rollins absolutely understands it. The worst match of Seth Rollins' career is still the Hell in the Cell 2019 against The Fiend, and that was not his decision. Seth Rollins has come out publicly saying, this makes no sense. Seth Rollins in the ring can sell and do things that is necessary for the story, but also has the wrestling mentality. A good example is the whole thing with CM Punk is not a bit. See, he hated that CM Punk was coming back into the business, into WWE. And he's still willing to do business and have fantastic matches with CM Punk for the sake of business. And this is the big thing as well, is who can you actually have decent matches with that you absolutely bash with, because you understand it's more than yourself. Ilya Dragunov is probably one of the greatest, and unfortunately being underutilized. I know he's injured, but unfortunately still been underutilized. I want to see Ilya Gunter in WWE as a WrestleMania match for a World Championship. That would be beautiful. Keith Lee underutilized in WWE, Keith Lee underutilized in AEW. Big, powerful, strong man, athletic as shit. Okay, Jimuto, yep. But this is the other thing as well, and this is where great storytelling in the ring, I think, is also key and very, very important, is that you don't have to go 100% every match. Not every match deserves a 5-star rating. Not every match deserves to be highlight of the match. It's understanding that the match is building to something or finishing something. And this is where, especially if you look at the late 80s, 90s, early 2000s New Japan Pro Wrestling, actually even going into like the early 2010s of New Japan Pro Wrestling, the matches made sense. That's the thing. You build matches to tell stories. You don't have to put your life on the line for a match if the match does not require you to put your life on the line for the fucking match. There are certain things where you have to, like, it may be a bit of a suspense of disbelief, but it's not like you're in a boxing match where you need to knock out your opponent for other reasons to climb up the ladder. And this is where I always thought the AEW system kind of failed. I understand they wanted to legitimize wrestling, but we all know wins and losses is less important than the stories you can tell with wins and losses. Oh, I believe Minoru Suzuki, for instance, had a finisher that he only used 5 times in his career. It was pulled out only for the last dying breath situation where he could not win any other way. It is, I'm breaking this one out because I have no other option in order to win this match. And that is storytelling. And this is where movesets of wrestlers is so important as well. Not only just finishes, we can talk about finishes and false finishes and how important they are for wrestling. But movesets of wrestlers is so important. This is where ebb and flow, and knowing you're working with your opponent. Again, I was a wrestler for 18 months. When I was 18 to 19, before a incident dislocated both my shoulders, and I decided to, give it up. Because it was way too painful. But, oh yeah. The whole point is, every wrestler has their own things that they do in the ring. And the whole point of the wrestling match is to, no offense, is to do one of 3 things. You're going to showcase one individual person. You're going to get one person over. Whether that be a squash match, whether that be they are going to fight from resistance to show that through hell and back they're going to win. That's putting the other person over. There's 2 ways of doing it, which is the squash match or the come from behind victory. Oh, it was WCPW. It was What Culture Pro Wrestling they wrestled originally, and that merged into a different company. It was back in England, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, they also did it in NXT UK. It was brilliant to watch. But yeah, you showcase another wrestler. One wrestler is going to go over, which is basically squash or come from behind victory to show that no matter how much pain they go through, they're going to come through. That's one wrestling match. Keith Lee put over many in the Evolved days, exactly. Like, even a big guy like Keith Lee lost. Big Show lost more than he won. That's the big thing. Keith Lee, here's an interesting statistic, is that Big Show lost twice as many matches than he won. And you think for a guy that is 7 foot 500 pounds, when he was quoted 385 on his best days, losing twice as many matches as he won, but still considered a fantastic wrestler because he had a role to play. His role is the imposing giant that's going to stop the babyface or to thwart the heel. It is a very, very simplistic formula which worked constantly. He may have had 2,270 different fucking face changes in his career, but it still worked. And he played the role himself perfectly. He had a series of moves that you knew you had to avoid. His chop you had to avoid in the ring, but if he got you in that corner, you knew you were taking one. And the crowd is anticipating it, and you as a wrestler sitting there going, yep, I'm going to have to take this. It's fine. I'm going to win the match, though. It's all about give and take in the ring. again, as a, 18, I know it's not long, but 18 months, like, so it was, well, 6 months in training plus 18 months in the ring. Yeah, it's all about give and take. And that's where I think a lot of the greats come from. It is, I mean, a lot of the great matches. Only 2,000, you're being generous. But that's where a lot of good stuff comes. Travel is a lot, I can imagine, especially in the Northern Americas. I was lucky that we had local stuff in Sydney when I was growing up. The thing, I went through the ropes, I was pretty good. I was not obviously strong. I was extremely weak. I was more of a luchador, high flyer, aka hardcore fucking division. When I say the chair shots are real, when I say that the tables are real, when I say that the ladders are real, I am speaking from experiences that I've had stitches in my head. I have dislocated both my arms because of one particular spot, which made me basically go, nope, this is not for me anymore. I've taken chair shots to the back. I've taken chair shots across the head. Yeah. I'm not good with pain, but I'm also a stubborn son of a bitch. Which, even though seeing stars, getting up from a chair shot to the fucking head, sometimes when you see wrestlers stagger from a chair shot to the head, luckily, thank fucking God they don't do it anymore, but if you see, like, a good example is the Prof versus Mankind, for instance, and how much Mankind is stumbling, or Mick Foley's stumbling in the ring, that's because he's trying to clear the fucking cobwebs in his head. Because I've had that happen, and all of a sudden the chair hit just hits you, and just like bang, and just like, what is my fucking name again? I was a jobber. I mean, the big thing is that you're a jobber for 12 months normally, especially with young indie programs. So for 12 months, as you're learning. I had the benefit of going from jobber to mid-card, well, not even mid-card, but low mid-card, so like, not even opening match, it was more like second, out of 4 matches, I was second match. Second match is normally what they call the P-break match. So I was always there. And yeah, it was some of the hardcore stuff. Again, I was high flyer, I was mainly just jumping off the ropes. I had a bit of agility to jump off the ropes. I could do a over-the-rope senton, so I did incorporate that into my maneuver. I can't do it anymore because my ankle and knee is shot to hell because of stuff. But then again, how many matches did I win in 18 months out of the 17 that I participated in? Was 0. 0. Didn't win a single match. Oh, okay, you did submissions? Yeah. I was more of the crafty, wily, slippery, kind of like semi-heel. I was good enough to be like somewhat of a acrobatic high flyer. But mainly it was getting out and doing things, just simple things such as like a chop block or a DDT or, I mean, like reverse DDTs, jumping off the top ropes, doing minor cutters. The stereotype for Canadians, yeah, Canadians absolutely as submission specialists. I did have a submission hold as well, which was a reverse STF, which basically is the STF position, but I've also locked it in upside down. And so I'm arching over with the STF locked in on both feet, leaning over to their neck and pulling upwards. That apparently I only did it for one match, and they said no, don't do that again. No, but it's my signature. So I call it signature because again, I never beat anyone, so I never had a finisher because none of my moves finished the match. Because again, Kid Phoenix on my whole persona. I had what was called the crash and burn. It was nicknamed that. It was basically just a moonsault off the top rope. But I kind of did it in like this cross pose, like you know, legs together, arms out, jump sort of pose, and it would never hit. It would never hit. People would either put their legs up or they'd roll out of the way. I'd be staggered. They hit their finisher on me. 1, 2, 3, match done. Ooh, STF with a crossface sounds pretty cool. Ooh, that's like a street cutter. Hells yeah. Yeah, I was so proud of the crash and burn because think of I think one of the perfect moonsaults is the angle moonsault. Just the height and the depth that he went out to. It was that not obviously not as high, not as far out as he did, but it was almost a perfect rotation that I always landed legs then onto my face, because obviously I didn't want to land face first and then legs, so I had to make sure I rotated enough that my legs hit first, because I would always miss. So legs had to hit first, and then the impact would recoil through my body to my face, so that way I had time to bounce off and reduce the impact to my face as I did it. But yeah, the crash and burn was so cool. So I used to love doing it. It was just like, okay, here we go. There's gonna be the end of the match. Yep, missed. Yeah, like talking wrestling. Anyways, that being said, I have been talking quite a bit. I do need to go to a break. Double check the gob is okay. Get ready for Power World. Also, cook dinner. Apologies, everyone. Enjoy the lo-fi music. We will be back very, very shortly. See you all soon.